5. Let me sing, I pray you, for my beloved, a song of my beloved as to his vineyard. My beloved hath a vineyard in a fruitful hill, and he fenceth it, and casteth out its stones, and planteth it with a choice vine, and buildeth a tower in its midst, and also a winepress hath hewn out in it. And he waiteth for the yielding of grapes, and it yieldeth bad ones. And now, O inhabitant of Jerusalem, and man of Judah, judge, I pray you, between me and my vineyard. What? To do still to my vineyard, that I have not done in it? Wherefore I waited to the yielding of grapes, and it yieldeth bad ones. And now pray, let me cause you to know that which I am doing to my vineyard, to turn aside its hedge, and it hath been for consumption, to break down its wall, and it hath been for a treading place. And I make it a waste, it is not pruned nor arranged, and gone up have briar and thorn. And on the thick clouds I lay a charge, from raining upon it rain. Because the vineyard of Jehovah of hosts is the house of Israel, and the man of Judah his pleasant plant. And he waiteth for judgment, and lo, oppression, for righteousness, and lo, a cry. Woe to those joining house to house, field to field they bring near, till there is no place. And ye have been settled by yourselves in the midst of the land. By the weapons of Jehovah of hosts, do not many houses a desolation become? Great and good without inhabitant. For 10 acres of vineyard do yield 1 bath, and an homer of seed yieldeth an ephah. Woe to those rising early in the morning, strong drink they pursue. Tarrying in twilight, wine inflameth them. And harp, and psaltery, tabret, and pipe, and wine have been their banquets. And the work of Jehovah they behold not, yea, the work of his hands they have not seen. Therefore my people removed without knowledge, and its honorable ones are famished, and its multitude dried up of thirst. Therefore hath Sheol enlarged herself, and hath opened her mouth without limit. And gone down hath its honor, and its multitude, and its noise, and its exulting one, into her. And bowed down is the low, and humbled the high, and the eyes of the haughty become low. And Jehovah of hosts is high in judgment, and the holy God sanctified in righteousness. And fed have lambs according to their leading, and waste places of the fat ones do sojourners consume. Woe to those drawing out iniquity with cords of vanity, and as with thick ropes of the cart, sin, who are saying, let him hurry, let him hasten his work that we may see, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw near and come, and we know. Woe to those saying to evil, good, and to good, evil, putting darkness for light and light for darkness, putting bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe to the wise in their own eyes, and before their own faces intelligent. Woe to the mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, declaring righteous the wicked for a bribe, and the righteousness of the righteous they turn aside from him. Therefore, as a tongue of fire devoureth stubble, and flaming hay falleth, their root is as muck, and their flower as dust goeth up, because they have rejected the law of Jehovah of hosts, and the saying of the Holy One of Israel despised. Therefore hath the anger of Jehovah burned among his people, and he stretcheth out his hand against it, and smiteth it, and the mountains tremble, and their carcass is as filth in the midst of the outplaces. With all this his anger did not turn back, and still his hand is stretched out. And he lifted up an ensign to nations afar off, and hissed to it from the end of the earth, and lo, with haste, swift it cometh. There is none weary, nor stumbling in it. It doth not slumber nor sleep. Nor opened hath been the girdle of its loins, nor drawn away the latchet of its sandals. Whose arrows are sharp, and all its bows bent. Hoofs of its horses as flint have been reckoned, and its wheels as a hurricane. Its roaring is as a lioness, it roareth like young lions. And it howleth, and seizeth prey, and carrieth away safely, and there is none delivering. And it howleth against it in that day as the howling of a sea, and it hath looked attentively to the land, and lo, darkness, distress, and light hath been darkened by its abundance.